So the announcement of the legalisation of the trails here in Wollongong is a phenomenal opportunity. You know, I've always thought the trails, the area, the mountain, everything here has humongous potential to be one of the best in the world. You know, you got the Mount Kira, Mount Kembla, Mount Brisbane, the whole escarpment is right there next to a major city. And you know, I've been to plenty of places around the world racing mountain bikes, and they've got some phenomenal trails and some phenomenal areas, but none of them have access to a big city, and none of them have access to the population that we do. Now that we have the opportunity to turn all those legal and build some new trails and really build the mountain biking vibe and the community and the zone here in Wollongong, it's humongous. The reach is huge, so much more potential to build talent on the racing side of things coming out of Wollongong. We have potential to bring more people into the sport, into cycling itself, into mountain biking, into just the community of mountain bikers that we have here. It's a really, really fantastic opportunity, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds in the next coming weeks, days, months, years, and so on and so on. The proposed project of the legal park, mountain bike park here in Wollongong is right up there with one of the best in the world. I've definitely been to some amazing places and some mountain bike meccas of the world. You know, Canada is one. In Europe, their mountain biking history is huge and very deep, but none of them really have access to the same population that we do, and none of them have the same vibe and the same community feel. You know, you can come here as a mountain bike rider and ride some of the best trails that you will have ever ridden. You know, they're steep, they're flowy, they're everything in between. And the proposal of this new park, from beginner flow tracks all the way up until, you know, the harder black diamond tracks in the future, it's amazing. And not to mention, you know, you can come here and you could bring your family here and do a bunch of different activities. You can go and hang out with them at the beach in the morning and go for a swim, or you can take the kids to a whole list of activities. You can go golfing with the boys, or you can go golfing with your mates and the girls, and at the same time you can go out and about at night time and drink, you know, 450 schooners all the way up to $15 glasses of wine. You know, you can go skydiving, you can go surfing, and everything in between. So this opportunity to have a legal mountain bike park here in Wollongong with access to so many activities and access to so much stuff is truly phenomenal, and that's what stands it apart from everywhere else in the world. You know, you're an hour away from an international airport. There's a half an hour away, you've got another domestic airport that can get you connected through majority parts of the world. That's kind of unheard of majority of the places that we go to. Canada, in Whistler, it's a 1.5 to 2 hour drive from an international airport. You go to places in France and it's a pretty standard 1 to 2 to 3 hour drive from any international airport. So to have access that close and trails that good, all within such a tight little zone, you can be sitting on the beach having a coffee, and in an hour you're dropping into some of the best trails in the world. That's perfect. I think my personal opinion is one of the coolest things that this project has about it is not only the legalisation of the trails, and not only Wollongong City Council, Destination Wollongong, National Parks and Wildlife Services, Illawarra Mountain Bike Alliance, the mountain bike community around Wollongong, New South Wales, Australia. Everyone's coming together to make this happen, and even the general public are coming together to understand how big of an opportunity this is for our whole region. For me, as a professional athlete, having the same trails that I train on every day legalised and have that ability to showcase them to the world, so it's not secret or you're hiding or you're scared of getting in trouble for riding this trail or riding that trail. You know, 6 years ago I left Wollongong to chase the dream of being a professional mountain bike rider because there wasn't the same opportunities here in my backyard. Even in Australia, we're quite removed from the rest of the world of mountain biking, and I had to make the call to travel internationally and move my life to the other side of the world to be closer to the industry. Now, with the potential of Wollongong being put on the map as a mountain bike mecca, with this proposed plan from Dirt Art and Council and National Parks and Wildlife Services, it means that the kids and the next generation of riders can be seen here from Wollongong. Like, it's all coming here. The trails are coming here, and they're being built to nurture that next talent. Like, the kids that are riding now who are 10 years old getting into mountain biking, they might see myself or someone else riding on the trails and think, oh wow, that's pretty fun. Then they see a huge event come to town, they go and race that event, they get a taste of it. Well, that event showcases the local talent to everybody in the world. When we go to Ireland, the local hero Greg Callahan won 2 years in a row, put him on the map. It was a phenomenal opportunity, and to see his whole family and friends rally behind him and watch him win, that was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. To to see that happen here in Wollongong in the future would just be mind-blowing, you know, and that's one of the coolest things about it, seeing the kids have somewhere to grow up and ride and have somewhere to develop their talent. And it also extends into the school programs, you know, the high school programs, the primary school programs. It can become part of school sport, part of the culture around here, and as much as surfing is and soccer, and seeing mountain biking as mainstream as those in the school systems and in the after school activities and stuff like that that's what's really cool. That's what's really cool. The reach of it. You can bring your family here and go for a ride with your wife or your kids and your daughter and your son, and take everybody out for a chilled ride on the trails, and then, you know, be close to everything. You're only just minutes away. You're not driving for hours into a no-name town that might have sweet trails but nothing else going on. You're in a major city here, and it's phenomenal to know that mountain biking is coming here, and mountain biking has the reach to bring many different communities together, and from pro to beginner and everyone in between, it's got something to offer. And I think that's one of the coolest opportunities about this proposal of legalised trail here on the Illawarra escarpment.